What is up, guys? I'm ExxotikGaming, and today I am back with another Pixel Gun 3D video. Yet again, another weapon review. Yes, day after day, back after back, weapon reviews as far as the eye can see on all of the 17 new weapons in the big 10.0.0 update. This one being a review on the fantastic melee weapon called the Stormhammer. Now, when I say the word fantastic describing the Stormhammer, I don't necessarily mean that in a good way. If you guys remember, about 14 months ago, ReallySoft released an update where they added the maps Space Station and Mafia Mansion, and they also released weapons like the Apocalypse and the Anti-Gravity Blaster. Now, I'm pretty sure you all know what the Anti-Gravity Blaster is, as it turned out to be an extremely popular weapon in this game. 5 months later, ReallySoft released another update where they added numerous other weapons in the game, and they also added 2 new upgrades to the Anti-Gravity Blaster, the UP1 version and the UP2 version. And after we all got the UP2 version of the Anti-Gravity Blaster, we quickly realized that the Anti-Gravity Blaster was shaping up to be the most overpowered weapon in Pixel Gun 3D history. It was one of those weapons where when you joined a match and you saw a Ruby Armored player with the Anti-Gravity Blaster, your spirits got lowered down a bit because you knew in your hearts you would not be able to win that match because that person would always be able to take you out. Even if you had the best primary weapon out there, even if you had the SWAT rifle, even if you had the automatic peacemaker, they were easily able to take you out with the Anti-Gravity Blaster. And now, with the Stormhammer, I can safely say that this is shaping up to be the next Anti-Gravity Blaster UP2 of this game. It has a 27 lethality. That means that it's a 2-shot body shot to an adamant armored player. That's very, very powerful. And over the next coming moments, you'll see that this melee weapon has a very unique thing to it that other melee weapons in this game do not have, and that's that it has a blast radius, kind of like the Anti-Gravity Blaster. You know, the Anti-Gravity Blaster and the Solar Power Cannon and the Big Buddy UP2, all of those weapons have a blast radius where you don't have to directly hit the player in order to take them out. It's kind of like an explosion radius, and that you have to hit kind of near the player that you're aiming for, and the blast will be able to take those people out. It's very similar with the Santa... Oh my god, why did I just say Santa? It's very similar with the Stormhammer in that it's like that. I said Santa just because there was that Christmas map there. But it's very similar like that with the Stormhammer in that you have to hit only close to the enemy player that you're going for, and that'll still be able to take that person out. It's very easy to take out adamant armored players with, and it's just the thing that makes this weapon so striking is how much more powerful this weapon is compared to any other melee weapon in this game. All the other melee weapons were very difficult to take people out with. Like, it was honestly very difficult to take a person out with the Fire Demon like this guy has right here. But now that the Stormhammer came out, it's just easy to take people out with. It doesn't really require much skill, it's a bad thing, honestly. I don't really like the fact that it doesn't require much skill in order to take people out. As you guys could see there, I was kind of hitting generally near the player, and it was still able to take them out, which is the one thing I really, really dislike about this weapon. If there was no blast radius, I could deal with the power of this weapon. You know, I honestly do think melee weapons should be more powerful than what they are in this game, but if they have a blast radius, that's just kind of, you know, it's very annoying in close range matches like Silent School, where you really cannot avoid the blast radius. You're in closed hallways like you are with this right now, and it's really difficult to avoid these people. As you guys can see, I'm just easily able to take these people out. Even when people team up against you, I can obviously tell that all of these people right now are trying to team up on me just because I do have the Stormhammer. They still really are having a difficult time taking me out at times just because of how powerful this weapon really is. That was a person with full adamant armor, and I was still able to take them out. It's absolutely insane, guys. It's truly an insane weapon. And I don't really understand why this one was so powerful, honestly. It's just a hammer. I mean, it does have lightning bolts come out of the weapon, which makes it crazy. Absolutely crazy. But honestly, out of the melee weapons, I feel like some other ones should be more powerful than what this one is. This is just a hammer. And then there's this fire sword. A really, really cool fire sword. I'd feel like a fire sword would be more powerful than what that is. And a katana is a super, super long, super deadly sword, and I don't know, I just feel like those weapons should be more powerful than what just a hammer is, because there's other hammers, like, if you guys remember, there's this one, the Evil Pig Hammer, and the Evil Pig Hammer has only a 14 lethality, this one has a 27 lethality. I just don't understand why this one is as powerful as it is. So, I mean, there's not really much you can do about it, honestly. It's already been out in the update, but if Really Soft would like to add an upgrade to the weapon where they, they limit the area damage of it, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated, because it's like, I don't have to aim at a person in order to take them out, and that's what I feel like takes away for the fun of using a melee weapon. I love using melee weapons for fun in matches in Pixel Gun 3D. A lot of times, you'll find me using the Fire Demon just for fun in matches, just because I want to see if I can rank up against people who have like the Solar Power Cannon UP1 and the Solar Ray Rifle and all those super powerful weapons. I like to see if I can rank up against those people, but now that this one just has a blast radius and you don't actually have to aim at a person in order to take them out, it kind of takes away that fun of using a melee weapon, going right up next to that enemy player in order to take them out. So, anyways, enough talking about how bad the weapon is and the fact that I just really need it to be nerfed a bit. It's a very good weapon. You know, if you are going off of solely whether or not you should get this weapon, get it, honestly, because it's powerful and you're not going to lose matches very often with it. I mean, like, you can even shoot people through walls, honestly. Like, it's insane. You can shoot in the general direction. Ah, God, I'm messing up the commentary, but you can shoot in the general direction of the person. There's a person right through the wall there, as you guys could see. Two people right through the wall without much trouble. And I just don't think that should be right for a melee weapon. You know, even guns don't go through the wall. Like, here's the Secret Forces rifle. It does not go through walls, but yet a melee weapon like a hammer can go through. It just doesn't really make too much sense. So, you know, maybe in a future update, Really Soft can fix that. Another thing that I would recommend maybe possibly doing to limit the power of this is doing what Really Soft has done to the Magic Bow and the Crystal Crossbow. If you guys remember in the past updates, those things were absolutely insane. Those ones are super overpowered as well. And they had infinite ammo for a bow and arrow. That doesn't really make sense, right? To have infinite ammo for a bow and arrow. And they did this new update where I greatly approve of what they did. And they only had limited ammo, so you could only do like 25 or 30 shots or whatever for the Crystal Crossbow. And I feel like that's what they should do for the Stormhammer. Other melee weapons can stay infinite ammo, but for a Stormhammer like this, you know, it's shooting out lightning bolts. I feel like this one should have some sort of, you know, charge about to it. I feel like it should only have a certain amount of swings before you run out of, like, your power of the actual weapon, you know. I just feel like that would be something to limit the power of the weapon. I don't know, maybe that's something. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea, or the other possible suggestions I had, if those are good ideas. But anyways, talking about the Stormhammer, it looks kind of cool. I mean, it's not the best design, honestly. It's kind of really difficult to make a block figure hold a melee weapon, honestly, in a game. So, you know, there's no harm with that with Really Soft. But you know, I mean, what are you gonna do? You have a block hand, and you're gonna try to, you know, hold a weapon. You know, you have to grip that weapon with a block hand. It just doesn't really make sense. So they did a good job designing it, at least. At least it looks cool, you know. And my recorder crashed. That's fantastic. Alright, so we're gonna just pretend that never actually happened. My game crashed. It's actually the first time that ever happened, so I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened, but we're gonna pretend that never happened and continue right along here with this review, talking about the fantastic Stormhammer. Like I said at the beginning, not fantastic in a good way. So, yeah, talking about the Stormhammer, it's a hammer, it's hard to say, really, why it's so powerful. I don't know why Really Soft decided to do that. Maybe they're like Marvel fans and they wanted to be like Thor. I have really no clue exactly why it happened, but, you know, it happened, and there's not really much you can do about that after that happened. Just killing all of these people. As you guys can see, very, very easily taking every person out. That was a no-kill map. I'm hopefully going to change that to being a kill map, so you guys can see how well it performs against people that are actually playing the game. Against, like, the Evil Pig Hammer, really, people who have other melee weapons stand no chance. If you go into a map like Knife Party, this is the weapon you're going to have if you want to win now, because if you have the Fire Demon, you're not going to be able to win if you have the Fire Demon and other people have the Stormhammer, unfortunately. So, every melee weapon besides the Stormhammer is kind of counted out now in Pixel Gun 3D. That is why I hope they're somewhat more balanced balanced or something like that, just so you can more easily be able to take people out with all other weapons. I don't feel like everybody should have the Stormhammer in a knife party match, and just have everybody die constantly all the time. It just doesn't seem like that would be super fun if everybody did that. So I don't know. I'm gonna continue right along here and kill some of these people very easily. As you guys can see, it just absolutely destroys people. You can get a lot of experience points very quickly with this game, so if you want quick XP points, go and get the Stormhammer, because this thing will really easily give you XP points. You'll easily win matches. You'll get lots and lots of coins really quickly from leveling up using this thing. So, if you're a person who's like level 27, you want to just grind hard all the way up to level 35, you might want to use this. But like I said at the beginning of the video, do not use this just the entire length of the match. The best way to use this to not get a ton of hate in matches is, have people, you just use it sporadically in matches. Don't just use this the entire length of a match. Use your Secret Forces rifle for a bit of the time, taking people out like that guy right there. And then change to the Dual Hawks, and then change to the Sunrise. And then, in a last resort type thing, use your Stormhammer, and that's how you'll be able to take people out. So, yeah. I don't really have a heck of a lot other things I need to say about this weapon other than, do what I said, and people shouldn't hate you too much. I don't honestly feel like the second you join a match and you get a single kill with this, people should hate. So guys, if you're in a match and somebody's using the Stormhammer and they kill you like only once or twice, don't start hating in the chat and raging and being like, "Oh, MG, you noob." Don't be saying things like that just because they kill you once or twice with the Stormhammer. But if the person is using the Stormhammer like I am and using it for like 10 minutes straight, then I feel like you should have some right to ask the person and say, "Hey, you mind changing weapons?" Most likely they're gonna say no because they have the freedom of using their own phone. So don't start raging and telling them how stupid they are, because if you do that, then they're just not going to do it anyways. If you're kind, they might be doing something different. I've found that I can be kind to people in Pixel Gun 3D, and they'll a lot of times do what you ask. Like if you put a smiley face and say, "Hey, you mind you doing a prototype match or something?" They'll say, "Yeah, sure, why not? We can see who's better at close range sniping, quick scoping in Pixel Gun 3D, because that's fun." And you can just do that, and that's alright. So yeah, use the knife, not the entire length of the match. Just use it for fun, and you should be good. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video of me reviewing the amazing Stormhammer in stats wise, not in and how cool you are when using it. If you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys like the amount of kills I got with this thing, then be sure to hit that like button, comment, favorite, and subscribe for some more Pixel Gun 3D videos. Be sure to check out every other weapon review I have done on my channel. I have done tons and tons and tons of other weapon reviews on my channel. This is like the 84th or 85th weapon review. That is insane. I've been doing them since December 29th of 2013, and I will be continuing them for however long Really Soft continues adding weapons to this game. So there will be no shortage of weapon reviews forever. So yeah, be sure to check all of my reviews out. Be sure to check out my other series as well. I do a lot of other series for Pixel Gun 3D, like Deadly Games series. I do numerous other ones. Like, there are not just weapon reviews. I do Deadly Games. I'm thinking about doing a campaign Let's Play where I play through basically the campaign, all 3 levels, and I basically go do that on hard mode and use very basic weapons like the simple shotgun or something like that to make it very difficult to use. So yeah, be sure to check all those out, and I don't really have much else I need to say. Just won that match there, so yeah, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.